Our subject today is about how the solar energy progressing profitably in African countries. First, South Africa is a leader in solar power. In Africa, with 1,329 megawatt installed by 2016. Solar power in South Africa is a rapidly growing several 75 megawatt PV plants and two CSP plants at 100 megawatt each. We're the largest in the country. The target for solar power plant in Nigeria is 500 megawatt of capacity by 2025. Four series of short-term and long-term measures is incorporated into the plan. Notably, in the short term, the plan includes import duty, moratorium on renewable energy technologies. South Africa is witnessing a solar revolution with its solar energy market set to solar at a remarkable compound annual growth rate CAGR of 29.91% between 2022 and 2027. This astounding growth is projected to increase the market size by a substantial 2,301.06 thousand tons. By 2025, nearly one-third of the world's working-age population, 1.9 billion, will be African. This generation of young people can transfer their communities and nations as they enter the workforces. Clean energy can make possible the investment, innovations, and in new industries that drive jobs and bring inclusive growth and share prosperity for all. Today, sub-Saharan Africa still has ground to cover the realized universal energy access and the potential of its youth. About half of Africans have electricity, while hundreds of millions live beyond national grids. But each year, more people gain energy access, often through solar power. A cheap and plentiful solar power can be the answer to closing the energy gap in Africa. The World Bank estimated that by 2030, solar mini-grids could bring high-quality, uninterrupted power to 380 million people, or 30% of the population. If governments and industries work together to drive costs down and overcome barriers to financing, African countries are at the forefront of a clean energy revolution. Solar is reaching communities well beyond the grids in parts of Ethiopia, Nigeria, and other more countries. More than 75% of Kenyans now have access to energy. Thanks to a major push to accelerate the progress in northern Kenya, the banks off-grid solar access projected for undeserved communities is bringing solar mini-grids to power school, health clinics, and homes, and benefiting 1.5 million people. Between 2018 and 2022, supported electricity access for about 77 million people and committed $5.7 billion to further direct energy access programs, mainly in Africa, West African countries with one of the lowest electrification rates and some of the highest electricity costs in Africa. Move earlier this year to reduce their reliance on oil, Chad, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Togo signed into the Regional Emergency Solar Power Intervention Project to rapidly increase grid-connected renewable energy capacity and strengthening regional integration in participating countries. With the Sierra Leone President Julio Maada Bio calling respite the beginning of a revolution in energy supply and access. As of my last knowledge updated in January 2022, investment in solar energy in Africa and African countries has shown potential profitability, particularly in heavy industries and other sectors. Several African countries have been making strides in advancing their solar energy infrastructure, and international companies have shown interest in investing for various reasons. Profitability in heavy industries and other sectors. Reduce energy cost. Heavy industries often require a substantial amount of energy for their operations. Solar, once the infrastructure is in place, can provide a cost-effective and substantiable alternative to traditional energy sources, leading to reduced operational cost. Reliability and sustainability. Solar energy can offer a reliable and sustainable power source, reducing dependence on conventional energy. Grids that may be unreliable in some regions. This is crucial for industries requiring continuous and stable power supply. Environmental consideration. The global trend towards sustainability and environmental responsibility has prompted industries to adopt a cleaner and renewable energy source. Solar energy aligns with these considerations, making it an attractive option for environmentally conscious business. African countries leading in solar energy. Reason for international companies encouraging investment. First, economic growth potential. African countries offer untapped markets and potential for economic growth. By investing in solar projects, international companies can contribute to infrastructure development and economic advancement. Second, government support. Some African governments have implemented policies and initiatives that support renewable energy projects. These policies often include incentives, feed-in tariffs, and regulatory frameworks that encourage private investment. As you see, there is a lot of potential in the solar energy in Africa,